Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the After Church Show with Greg and friends. We do apologize to our fans and listeners. We weren't broadcasting on Ustream for a little bit, but the technical difficulty has been addressed. If you log into Ustream, you can now see us live in the studio. If you log into Ustream, look for Street Legal Radio, and you'll see us live in the studio. Again, we do apologize for the technical difficulty, but we are now up and running, and we're live on both Ustream and Periscope, baby. That's how it works. So we entered into the second hour now, so we're going to talk a little bit now about social media and the impact, or rather the impact of the media, and because we talked about that people should be responsible for their kids and stop blaming the media. But now let's talk about how the media has actually impacted the modern day Christian. So the question is, have we compromised our beliefs by the types of TV shows and movies that we watch? Now I'm coming for the fans of the Ratchet TV.
Oh yeah, loving hip hop.
It's time to talk about those who love Ratchet TV. 50 Shades. We got hands going up in the studio.
Hands going up.
So I mean, it's a confession. Some of us need to go to the confession booth, but there's a lot of stuff that we actually watch that really bleeds into our psyche. If you really want to get deep with it. It's the subliminal aspect of what we watch and the things that we look at that play out in our everyday lives. So, question on the table: have we compromised our beliefs by the TV shows and the movies that we watch?
I think it starts to compromise when you get more involved in it and you do your faith, or you start to mimic your life at it. For those people who do watch Love and Hip Hop, that love triangle mess is not, that should not be a relationship goal. I'm sorry.
That's a relationship goal?
You should not mimic. Somebody said the heart, but no, for real. You should not mimic your life after that. So yeah, I think it starts to compromise when you get too involved.
Too involved? Okay. What you think, Chris?
I think we do, just period. I agree with Kiera, but I think we do because we got to think about the stances that we say that we have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we watch shows. Like I talk about Shameless. It's a show that comes on Showtime. It's about a family of white people, and I mean they are just like the bottom of the barrel. Like everything that they pretty much do is shameless, from the father to the youngest children. We watch Love and Hip Hop, just like she said with the love triangle.
Right.
One of the things is shows like Scandal, shows like that glorify. Shows that glorify the side chick. I mean, we have. You know, I've seen
the glorification
these shows
of the side chick. I like that.
Yeah. I've seen these shows, and I've seen
right.
I've seen posts of Team. What's her name on?
Olivia?
Team Olivia.
I just told everybody that I watched
Team Olivia. Right. Team Olivia.
Olivia even since I'm out there, Olivia.
You know, they put posts up, are you Team Cookie or are you Team,
I did that.
What's her name?
I did that.
So even
it's
down
okay,
to,
man.
you know, even down, as
It's
Christians,
no judgment in here.
Yeah. As Christians, we have a problem with men that dress up as women.
Yeah.
But how many people can raise their hand and sing they didn't seen the Tyler Perry movie? You know what I'm saying? We okay with that.
So it's okay if it's comedy, then it's okay.
Right.
That's what we say.
That's what we
That's
say.
a good
That's
Martin,
point.
Big Mama,
Big
Tyler
Mama.
Perry.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Medea. What's his name? The comedian. Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley.
Yeah.
Oh, the church
Grandmother.
lady.
Yeah.
He's funny when he do that.
Yeah. So, and I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
This is Bernice. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Shout
don't
out to
know
my
if-
brother. He's in the studio today taking pictures.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's necessarily
That's Dominic
hypocrisy.
Barnes, DMV.
I think that goes to Kiera's point that
2.0.
I don't think it's hypocrisy, but right. Like he on the mixtape. Take it, Dominic.
That's right.
I'll at him. He got pictures for you.
DMV Flavor 2.0.
Right,
Dominic
right.
Barnes, DMV Flavor 2.0.
That's right.
You know what?
Go ahead.
No, that's cool. We have fun up in here, man. We having a good time. Y'all can see us, but yeah, I don't think it's hypocrisy. I think it becomes hypocrisy, to Kiera's point, when you start acting that out.
Okay.
You know, the stuff is for quote unquote entertainment, but when you go get a side chick or a side dude because you so comfortable with what's going on TV, or you really rooting, put your emotion. we actually do put our emotions in TV shows. Like,
Yelling
sure.
at the TV.
we be yelling. Oh, how many times you like, oh, they stupid? Like, come on, how stupid are you? What's her name on Love and Hip Hop? Not Amina.
Now, I don't watch that
Mimi?
show, so I don't
Not
know.
Amina. I think
Tara.
Tara.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now she didn't. Her and Amina deal with the
They
same
arguing
things.
over who's the side chick and who's
Right,
not.
right. Who's the side chick and who's the wife?
Jeez,
So-
is that what we devolved
So
to now?
Peter Guns
Peter Guns.
managed to marry his side chick, but he was living with
Tara for 15
Tara
years.
for like years, and they got kids. So now Tara done had another child with him, and now she does everything for the kids. But she'll do it with him because it's
They
like
compete and they having
Yeah.
babies back and forth.
Okay, so I guess y'all telling me the answer is what? Yes? Have we compromised?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, 'cause
yeah.
we sound like we all in.
But like you
'cause-
said,
I think the
but-
point is
yeah.
don't mimic your life because it's
Right.
young,
You gotta have
young
common sense.
women that'll be like I said, relationship.
That's their goal.
So Team Tara and Team Amina, it's like that's
Right.
stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not going to do that.
Right, like
I'm gonna say the thing that I watched, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, I
Oh,
watched the movie. I mean, it was alright. It wasn't. I mean, it was okay.
Wasn't married. So
Yeah.
you know that old lady in
You
the
sound
church.
like the old
Y'all
vegan.
ain't like old digging.
And they
church.
wasn't
Y'all
married.
ain't married.
Why
Y'all
you doing
sinners.
married stuff? You ain't married. But I mean, I guess that there's. I mean, we're gonna be honest. There is a perception, or at least an admittance that needs to be made that are we compromising? It sounds like it. You know. I mean, I know my and again I keep dating myself, but I used to watch Jerry Springer religiously.
Who didn't watch Jerry?
I used to watch Jerry Springer. I would stay up late. Right,
Right.
exactly. And it was the same show over and over again. What you say about my mama? What you say about my mama? Boom, they fighting. Here comes Steve.
Right, right.
Security. And then they start chatting Jerry. So, I mean, I had my moments where I did it. And now I'm trying to think. I don't think I watch. Well, no, you know what? My wife will get me to this. I like TMZ. I actually watch TMZ. Now, that's not real news.
I don't watch that.
But they poke fun at the news,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
the reason why I watch it. But in a way, I guess it's right in line with these types of shows because they're not showing anything that's going to benefit me. They're usually poking fun and tearing down some celebrity or something like that, showing them in awkward positions. So I guess there's been a bit of a
Power
of a
is coming
compromise.
back on, and people watch Power. But,
Power.
oh yeah, but see
Yeah.
the shows are so.
I don't watch Power.
favorite
The
shows.
person that I'm married to watches Power.
One of my favorite shows.
Don't get mad at me.
But you watch it though.
Nah, I don't watch it.
Would you turn your head?
Nah, we got more than one TV, man.
I'm not doing it.
He was trying
He's coming at me like I got a 13-inch in the kitchen. Like we all watching the news. Everybody.
Oh yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day.
Right, the black and white
One of the
13-inch.
kids, right. We were talking about with the knob. One of the kids was the remote control.
Yeah,
we
And
was
y'all
talking
watch
about
what your parents watch.
you watch whatever your parents
I watched a lot of Night Court because my mother loved Night Court.
You know what I'm saying?
my house, it was Texas Ranger.
Texas, oh my goodness. Not Chuck Norris.
Right.
Not Chuck Norris.
Texas Ranger.
That's too much
Chuck-
to take
Chuck
in.
Norris, yeah.
Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Well, but anyway, but the impact, I think it's had an impact because you made a point about, you should not have goals based upon the type of stuff that we ingest through TV programming. So that brings me to another topic that I want to talk about, and this is a bit of a taboo topic as well. So I know I'm gonna catch all the pastors' ears and all the ministerial leaders' ears in this, but is shacking up a sin? Shacking up. Now, I'm not talking about premarital sex. I'm talking about cohabitating in one domicile, living together. If it's sexless and if there's no intimacy, and if you have the control to ensure that that's the case and you take preventive measures to do that, is it a sin to live together? So the question is shacking up a sin? Not is premarital sex, because I can hear the plates passing and the organ warming up because the riffs are coming because it's gonna be But
Y'all
I'm
know
not talking
that's
about I'm not talking about premarital sex.
Shack it up.
I'm talking about living together. Is it a sin, yes or no?
I don't think it is. Now you just have to be careful from everything that you just said.
Yep.
Shacking up is not a sin. So for everybody that's out there, you don't have to.
When you
agree with
define
me.
it
That's
as
the beauty,
living together.
Yeah, that's the beauty of an opinion. You don't got to agree with what I'm saying. And I mean, honestly, I mean, it's not going to waver what I feel. It's not a sin.
Mm-hmm.
But, like you said, we're not talking about premarital sex. If you can control yourself and y'all can make that commitment that, you know, we're going to live together. Now, I'm on the edge of both of them. It's not a sin, but why even put yourself in that position?
Okay, now that's an honest answer.
Might be more prone to
Right.
Yeah,
You're
you're going to be
right.
tempted
Especially
to
for
go
a
in the
guy.
cookie jar
Yeah.
if the
Like-
cookies is in the kitchen. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
If the Kool-Aid is in the pitcher,
Right.
you're gonna pour a glass.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a good glass. You know what I'm saying?
Ice cubes and all.
Right. But why even put yourself in that position?
AfterChurch.com.
You know, hashtag after church. Y'all see the shirt right there. If you look. We should have fun up here. But seriously, if you know that you can't handle yourself, then be real with yourself. Now, some people say, well, I would rather live with somebody because I don't know how they would be.
Yeah.
You need to know how people are.
I don't need to live with you.
I get
bro.
that.
You're crazy.
Right. But see, at the same point though, they may not show you that crazy.
That's true.
There's been a lot of people that didn't show crazy until after that wedding. They lived
well,
together
yeah.
for 2, 3, 4 years. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Then once that ring came on a commitment, now you
Now
listen.
you're
Now
crazy.
you gonna act
Right.
cool.
Now you're crazy.
Oh.
So I mean,
Hey.
some people use that as justification. Now they say, okay, well, I want to live with this person, and I want to. Or now here's another dynamic that's very true. It could be for financial reasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Exactly.
that.
Some people can't afford to live separately, and because of that, they'll live together.
Right.
Now, you know, just a bit of speaking about myself. You know, before I got married, I did move in a couple months before that, and you know, I thank God for my wife because during that time frame, there was no what we call it, relations. Yeah, we could. Okay, there was none of that going on, and we kept it civil. Now, was it difficult? Yeah. Was it something that I was able to do on my own? Nah, because it was up to me. I'm just being real. It was up to me. I'd have just been asking for forgiveness all the time. But
Right.
it wasn't. You know, she was strong enough to say, "Hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is how it's gonna be done." And I went along with it, and we were able to do it. So I'm saying that to say this: I know that you can do it.
Right.
It takes strength to do it, and it takes a person to be able to be committed to the Lord and to say, "I'm not going to do this,"
Right.
to accomplish it.
Exactly.
But if you weak, like Massey said, if you feel like in the middle of the night you need an ice cold glass of milk,
Right.
don't put yourself in the
Bag
right.
of ice like Martin.
Yeah, don't put yourself in that
Right.
situation. But I actually was trying to find like scriptures and everything because I'm like, is there something specific about, you know, living together? And everything that I found, and you know, if somebody has, you know, another opinion, or if they have some other information that they want to share, feel free to hit us up on our social media sites. But
Right.
everything that I found was in reference to premarital sex. So I understand that premarital sex for a Christian is not what we're supposed to be doing. So if you're quoting scriptures about premarital sex, the response is automatically going to be, well, I'm not having sex, or we're not planning to have sex.
Right.
But you know, is it a sin to live with a person? And I think that it seems like a gray area, in my opinion.
It is.
It seems gray. Premarital sex, no. Living together, yeah. If my bills and their bills are easier to pay if we in the same place, maybe we sleep in a separate room.
Or maybe they don't have family.
Yeah, maybe your fiance's from out of state or something, something like that. Yeah, it's a lot of legitimate reasons. So I mean, we certainly not condemning anybody, and we're not going to sit up here and say, I mean, if you believe that you shouldn't do it, and if you found a scripture that you've interpreted to say that you should not do that, then okay.
They flipping pages.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, I can hear the pages flipping.
And keep in mind, he's
The
talking
glasses
about
on the edge of the nose.
shacking
too.
up. He's not talking about premarital sex.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we
Living
can
with
find
your
scriptures on premarital
Yes.
sex.
Yeah,
or
no question on
fornication.
that.
And we are not saying, you know, go have. We're not saying that. We're
Yeah.
saying that we believe that it's not a sin to shack up. Now, have that self-control.
Maybe we should stop calling it shacking up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because
They
that,
just living
where'd
together.
that come from
Right.
anyway?
You know that came from
That's somebody, mama, from way
Mother
back.
Beulah.
Mother, way back
Way
in the
back.
day. They over there
Ain't no
shacking up,
Right.
sinning. living together.
Oh,
You should be
my
shagging
gosh,
up. You
that
know
is
better
funny.
than shagging up like that.
Right.
But anyway, I don't know. I mean, who's to say? I'm with the argument that no, it's not, and I'm sure.